Hit the thumb, hit the, I just bought this shirt yesterday. How do we manage to jack it up that fast and with what? Sheesh. But that's better. Can't even get up the door without jacking something up. Anyway, my name is Kenneth Bird. This is the Daily Walk and Talk. So, still got a few more days before we leave. So, I'm going to do some recordings and I'm done just with everything else. Really, everything else is done. Nothing else to do, we just wait and waiting for my buddy. He's going to help me move. So, he's off on certain days and I have to do it on his day. And then on top of that, if you move into a new place, before the first of the month, they charge you extra. So, I'm not trying to be charged extra. Moving on the first, they charge you additional days that you were there. So, say I move in today, I have to pay additional days. I don't want to pay additional days. All right, so beautiful day today. Well, cloudy. That's pretty much it. And we're going to go walk over to the park. I'm going to go down there and take a look around because I told you I'm going to do that Halloween screen down there. And I got to go to City Hall and get this permission slip. A permit to be able to do the demonstration, which shouldn't be a problem at all. As long as we got our licenses and paperwork, everything's registered with them, we're good. So we're good on that. All right, and pick myself something to eat up. Something to eat. Most likely junk food. So I'm real happy. That everything is now coming to that next chapter. You know, so I can get that technology to the next level. And I'm still going to be doing, yes, the daily walk and talks. I figured, why give up on that? Because again, it's exercise and it helps other people at the end of the day that want to get out and exercise more, because that's what it was about when I first started. It just dwindled into that because at that particular point, really couldn't do that whole distancing anymore because I have my wall on me, chain on me. But anyway, due to the fact that I had so much I had to do, I had to get the Quasar ready to go, batch numbers done, updated to websites, I had to get all that work done. I look for office space at the same time, pack all my stuff up. Yes, there was a lot to do in the last couple of days. So, a lot to do. So, really wasn't doing too much with that until I had to get that established first. I'm one of those people that have to get it done. I have to know it's checked off. I have to know it's done before I can move on. So, to know that I'm already established with an office space. The next stage is, well, actually I started packing up first because Gloria's the one that told me to pack it up. Time to go. So I started packing up before I even had the office space. But there's where that faith comes in. The Lord will tell you to do something and you may not have no funds, nothing. And he'll tell you to start getting ready because it's coming. So you better get ready. Just like when I had that situation where I was renting out that room and I had that incident where the girl that lived there liked me. I didn't like her. I always seen somebody anyway. And she tried to make it rough for me in that place. So They was kicking me out, and I had no funds in my account. And I'm thinking, like, how am I going to do this? Like, I like this girl. Maybe she could be possibly a wife, and I don't want to lose contact with her. And I got family that'll take me in, but they don't live in Philly. So I don't want to leave that. And so how am I going to do this? And, so I prayed on it, walked over to that graveyard, circle graveyard. I used to sit there, relax, and prayed about it. And I went in heavy-hearted, came back out, strong Christian warrior. The Lord already told me right there. I spoke to me crystal clear. It's taken care of. No sooner than that, I go check my account, nothing's in my account. I still got faith in the Lord. 2 days after that, orders started pushing through. At the end of the week, $3,700 sat in my account. Lord has go out and look for houses with no money in my account. Go look for houses. Don't say, oh, Lord, but I ain't got the, he ain't trying to hear that. Have that faith. Go do it. Do what it tells you to do. Oh, we took a different route this time. So I never know which route I'm going to take. Usually it's that way. Now we're taking this way. So, no money in the account, looking for houses. Choose the one you want, choose the one you like. That's what I did. When I came back in, checked my account with $3,700 sitting in that account. Orders came through. Lord blessed. So now we're going out and we got the down payment for what house we want, budget out what we're going to need to pay for, and the blessing kept coming. More money transferred to the account. Next thing you know, I got to get a storage unit. Got my stuff all packed up in a storage unit, and I'm buying stuff for the house that we haven't even got yet. Bought everything for the freaking bathroom, bought everything for the kitchen. But when we left out of there and we finally found the house we're blessed to get, I had already had the money for the house already taken care of. We had furnished the entire house when we moved in. I'm talking about game systems, TVs, everything, whole 9 yards. And then when the account, you got to keep checking your account because you get nervous, like, gee whiz. I'm not used to spending this kind of money because I'm used to living in a rented room. Things are different. Then you start worrying about, am I going to be able to maintain the same cash flow as I did in the rented room because the expenses were lower? Expenses are a lot higher here. My company maintained this. And then you think God has control of it all. So, I told you that we went through that money. I had around 125 in my account. And I'm thinking, am I going to still get the same orders I got? Am I going to get the same orders I got at the room? Am I going to get the same orders there? Next day I went to check the account, $2,100. One order. Guy came in and bought a bunch of our products. So now we take $1,000, we stick it in the bank, and we take $1,000 out, take care of our bills and expenses, and we always keep money in there. So I had a rule that I had to keep a certain amount of money in my account. Can't go below $1,500. $1,500 always stayed in the account at all times. That's how we did it. And that's how the Lord blessed us. So learning from that experience, I learned that you gotta have trust in Him. Don't walk on His side because He told me. I don't need a car to jump the curb and smack me. We don't walk on that side, so we don't walk on that side. But you gotta have faith. So the situation and the place I was at, the garage was nice. It gave me a chance to have a place where I can concentrate and work without hearing the noise of the apartment around me. And the people who lived on the other end were very respectful, very nice, and I didn't have any problems at all. They didn't make a lot of noise, and they didn't park their sister cars right next to the garage and blast their systems, nothing. They were very, very respectful. Oh, look at this. There's a nightmare for a white t-shirt. Try to get past this. But anyway, very respectful. So I got a lot of work done in that shop. Now, you know, your devil's out there, and he's trying to disrupt and make trouble for you. Sending letters to the property didn't disrupt anything. Everything still went through because God has control of that. So that was not going to do anything at all. Gave me a whole lot of evidence to prosecute. It did. A ton of evidence. Speaking of, I got to be at the FBI building today too on top of that. Already forgot about that. But anyway, gave me a lot of evidence to prosecute, yeah. And take care of what needed to be taken care of. Because they got to go through something that the Lord's going to put them through. So that's already, that set itself to be. So was able to walk out of the garage with a lot of amazing technology, and now able to be blessed to have an office. I went to like 8 or 9 different offices to look at them. Most importantly, I needed an office that had 24-hour access to it. I needed an office that Taco can be welcomed at. Of course, my cat, my ocean sport cat, he goes everywhere I go. I needed an office where I got control of the cleaning, because I don't like chemicals and stuff. They do affect my breathing. So I'm real sensitive to what kind of chemicals they're using. Everything I use is organic. So I don't use a lot of different stuff, a lot of vinegar and water and stuff like that. But I don't like chemicals. I don't even like air softeners, but strong detergents, the sprays that you have in aerosol cans. I can't stand them. I don't like them. So certain things I can't have in there. And these offices, you clean them yourself. And then they're code keys, which means there's a lock system that I can punch in for my code. So they're locked 24/7. Even the owners can't even walk in them. And that's what I like about that, the privacy. Because I work with a lot of crazy stuff, and I have a lot of my ingredients and stuff sometimes on my computer, projects I'm working on. Boy, that's the worst thing right now, cutting the grass. Yeah, good thing my allergies ain't freaking triggering right now. I'm gonna take the long way. So with that being said, that was also a plus side too. No cleaning crew can go into the unit and clean. So I liked it. You keep dumping bottles over there. That's freaking disgusting. Get out and get no walking. It's a great place to walk. There's somebody from the school, I can tell. They get out on their lunch break and they walk around. This is a great, I walk this thing in the heat wave. It's a good workout. Really good workout. But yeah, that's what I was looking for in offices. And I went through 13 of them. And when I did, if I didn't get this one, I was going to be way out there, where it's going to cost me $30 back and forth to get back to my home front. That's why I was planning to move all the way up there, which I can't because I'm at lease. So I can't do that. And they were willing to do everything I needed, but they were just too far away. You know, I need the network down here. I can't travel back and forth, it's just too much money. So I found a place on the outskirts of Allentown, a little farther out, but not too far, that I can conduct business. And they're a Christian company, which I love. You know, they're cat people. That's awesome. They just have they're cat people, so that's pretty cool. So, yeah, it works out just fine. It's a perfect fit. And then on top of that, the person who has the building is quite successful. Of course, Christian man, God bless his hand. And he wants to see my company grow. He wants to see it develop, see what it turns into, and willing to help me out with what I need. So I think that's a wonderful blessing right there. Oh, there's a leaning fence. Are we fixing this thing? Man, look at that. That is Final Destination written all over it right there. Sheesh, that's a heavy fence to it, that. Very heavy. Pretty sure it's a hollow. I don't think it's solid. If it was solid, that thing would have snapped off by now. But still, you should never have a fence that far out. How the heck are they getting away with that? I want to do an apartment complex myself. I don't want to do a big one, not a big one. I want a nice knit community. But come on, seriously, you can't take better of your grounds than this whole gate missing. What's the point of having a do not enter sign if the main gate is there? That's been like that forever. I've been in Allentown for like a year and some change, and it's been like that forever. And I don't even freaking live there. That would trigger me at the end of the day. And you can't put into an ad that you're living in the security of a gated community if the gate's not there. How would that work? And it doesn't cost that much money to get a gate fixed. It doesn't. You need a good certified welder to go in there and take care of that. That's it. Bringing a construction crew, they got to dig up the earth and all that, and probably reinsert the fence. But the fix is from a welder. And how long does it take to fix? See, that's the stuff that I noticed that when I'm moving to places that you really got to look for, because that tells you how well building maintenance actually fixes and repairs. If you can't repair the whole front gate, I doubt what's going on inside has to be any better. Look at that. Whole fence is buckled out this way. What the freak? See that? Look at that. That's crazy. It doesn't even match up with the other fence on that side. Completely. Wow. That's not good. And on top of that, see how that hill is like that? You see, this is dangerous. That's erosion. You see where that hill is like that? The way the hill's pushing down, the tree's pushing down, the fence is leaning down, that's erosion right there. They have to dig all that up and re-level that off and reset it and then re-put that gate back in. Probably don't want to spend the money. Well, that's fine and dandy. So some pedestrian walks along, gets almost crushed by a gate. Then you got a lawsuit sitting on top of your hands. So consider the fact which would have been cheaper. Fix the gate or get sued for a couple $1 million. But that's extremely dangerous. And kids travel back through here because over here you have a gymnastics class for kids to learn gymnastics. Yeah, that's a fantastic path to have between here and there. A building that size has to have its own maintenance crew. Ooh, sun's coming out. So we're getting our steps in, getting a little exercise in, taking the long way. Weather's not that hot, it's nice and cool. I think I'm gonna have to stop eating cheese. I had 2 incidents with cheese, and the Nestle Quick didn't go too well. So it's building mucus up in my chest. So I'm gonna have to go back to my plant-based milk and cheeses again. Because it's not the breathing, it's definitely the mucus. Hard thing about that is that when I do get a chance to get some foods like hamburgers or something, I gotta tell them they can't put cheese on it. Ooh, up the hill. So, I started the daily walk and talk, not just to talk about shoot the breeze, but This is one of the things I was doing to deal with when I had lung disease. It was to get out every day, take a little walk, a little shorter distance, make it a little longer, and then help me hopefully fix my lungs. Lungs used to breathe more air. So I remember when I first came here, I had to walk to the post office from my sister's place, which was probably around 5 blocks. And I was tired from doing that. First time when I got down here. And I was like, gee whiz, definitely out of shape. Now the walk from there is pretty nothing because I'm used to doing it. But when I first started off, it seemed like such a far distance. Now we just leave the house, or shop, house, whatever you want to call it. We walk to here. I still consider it to be somewhat of some quarters of living because I spend more time at the shop than I do at home. My office, yeah, I'll be at the office more than I be at home because I work all the time. Look at my YouTube channel, see all the work I've done in my house. I worked all the time. Majority of my videos, in any house I lived in, I worked. Every single environment in the house was designed for video broadcasts. So when I tell people that I work almost near 24/7, it's very true. I'm always working. So if I have a workshop, I'll be at the workshop more than I'll be at the home front. Oh, myself in that bench and relax for a bit once the sun's not out. Excuse me, sir. I don't really, when I sit down and watch a TV show, I am researching on my other phone. So even with my downtime, I'm still working because I like my job. I really do like my job. I like what I do. I can be working on a website and all of a sudden I'm like, well now that's done. And then I'm working on the website, I'm over there researching something on another page. So I don't live like everybody else's normal life, where most people, pull the bench. You got kids and you're married and you got a wife and all that. My life is a little different. My life is constant work and I like it. See, I'm a bit of a workaholic. So when most people are out doing what they do family-wise, I am basically developing and engineering new technology. That's what I like to do. I like to figure things out. How it's done, how it's built, how it's designed, how they be able to make it and design it. That's what I like to do. I don't really see myself as ever wanting to have kids because I don't want to have kids. I really don't. Number one, I'm too old. I'm 55. Ooh, man, this is not the area to cool down. Definitely, I'm gonna have to go to the park. I get more of a cool out period over there, over the trees. But over here, can't cool down. But anyway, I don't, people say, well, you ever wanted kids? No, I never wanted them. I didn't have time. Busy, always doing something. When I was in my late 20s, I was into aggressive sports. I did hockey, I did downhill mountain biking, I was camping, hunting, all that stuff. Didn't have time for that. That's it. I remember one time, one of the naysayers tried to shame me and say, oh, you don't have a family, you're alone. I can do whatever I want, whenever I want. I have that freedom. I have nothing to lock me down to anything. I can go anywhere I want, do what I want. So I'm good. I have no expenses. A cat, that's basically about it. So yeah, I have no, and not to be offensive to any women to get upset out there in the day, but I have peace of mind. No one to argue with, no petty nonsense, no trust issue, none of that. Peace of mind, free will. Can't beat that. You know, I'm not putting people down who have families. That's for you. That's what you want, you know. Happiness is within its own person. And for me, happiness for me is not to be tied down in a relationship, not to be married, and no kids. That's my happiness right there. Now I'm a godfather, of course, because I don't have any kids. And I go see little buggers and take them out, buy whatever they need, and be there for them. But other than taking them home, no. Now they go home. Good thing about it, I can have my place the way I want it. I can have anything I want. I can have a glass vase in the middle of my floor, and it won't get damaged. So you have to understand that I have freedom to, in the middle of the night, somebody says, hey, want to go to Switzerland? I can go. Pack myself up and jet and out. So I like that. I got other people that I chill with, they don't have any kids. They chose that life. They like that life. I got women who chose that life and they like that life. It doesn't make you a man to have a family. It doesn't. People think, oh, yeah, to be a man, you got a family. No. And the one thing, if you call yourself being a real man at the end of the day, you know how to protect your family. And for gentlemen, you didn't do that well. You didn't do that well, period. I have to be the one to make the decision on that end to make sure that if you have little ones, they're taken care of after these lawsuits. That means that making sure that certain areas don't get touched, because this will take away from the child's life. This is not their fault, because the parents are idiots. Imagine that. Most people wouldn't even think on that level. Most people would think, well, guess what? You screwed up. You touched stuff on my company. I'm going to sue you. And I couldn't care less who gets hit with it. That's most people. Wait a minute. I missed the stop here. I'm supposed to walk straight up this way. See? I'm supposed to walk up this way. I'll cut through here, go this way. I gotta go all the way around this way. It's no point. Going up to the park to sit down for a little bit. But yeah. So I have to figure out how we can sue you without touching the house. Because I do know McAfee has kids. And again, they should be subjected to the fact that their father is a complete idiot. And you should have been protecting your family. Which means that the minute that you knew that this would possibly cross over into criminal charges, you should have backed down. And you should have said to your little group, hey buddy, I got kids at the end of the day. This is going too far. I gotta bail on this one. That's what you should have did. But you're an idiot. You didn't think of things up thoroughly. And now I have all your information. I know where you live at. And I'm going to prosecute you. Now, you are going to lose some time with your kids. That is going to happen. Because you're going to face some jail time. But the other half of taking a house for some kids, that's not going to happen. See what I mean? You're lucky I'm me and not you. So, you know, even in these lawsuits, if there are little ones involved in this, I have to be careful what we take and what we can take. Because they should not be subjected because their parents are idiots. It's very complicated. It's an interesting lawsuit. Gentlemen, you could receive more jail time because of this. You know that? The fact that the way you prosecuted my company, the judge will have favor automatically with me. But more so due to the fact that even at what you've done, you deserve this. But the fact that I am willing to sacrifice some things so your little ones don't get hit by this. So you may receive a little more jail time. I got other people who are saying, well, what do you care? Just hit them. Be done with it. I said, well, it's not fair. No kid should lose their home. No kid. Well, judge is going to yell at you, McAfee. Big time. I got to take care of what you didn't take care of. Doesn't make you much of a man. I never want to hear you on camera say you're a man, because you're not. Neither one of all y'all. Not men. And do your jobs right. Wives are going to be very upset in this situation. So you run the risk of losing everything in these lawsuits. But your wife's going to say at the end of the day. Well, I can tell you one thing. If she's still with you, you're a lucky person. And if she's not, chances are she's probably going to meet somebody else and kick you under the rug. Women are finicky that way. They're interesting. Like I said, they're very emotional. They are. Very emotional. Emotions can change things in a split second. Just like that. If you can't tell her what you've done and what you're facing, then you should automatically know the outcome of what may happen. Ooh, that was a faster shortcut. And I took that one before. Did I take that one? I'm not sure. That's all. But anyway. Well, there's plenty of outlets up here to plug up, so that's not going to be a problem. Got an outlet here. Gotta go test these things too. I gotta come up here with like something to test them, because I don't want to blow my phone out one day. Oh shoot. But I know they do events up here, and I know they plug speakers up, so I know the outlets do work. Nice day to be in the park. It's a nice and cloudy day. Didn't take any time to get up here, did it? Nope. Get used to it after a while. That's a beautiful painting. I saw it the first time I came up here. See those little balconies like that? This would be fantastic for theater on the go. That'd be fantastic for marketing. This is what we'll see, that technology, when we fire it up, that screen. Alright, so I'm going to sit here, give my system a chance to cool down. I'm going to go get something to eat. And I do want to go to the art museum, but I got to put that on hold. More of the relaxed time is now, because all the running around, getting everything packed up, getting everything ready, I'm done. I have nothing else to do. I'm done. So that's good. So now I just got some time to just sit back and just chill, just relax. I got it all done. My official due date for me to leave the garage is August the 1st, and everything's done. Yep. That's when my contract is up. Whew. I wonder how many people have tried to jump to that ledge over there, because it just crossed my mind and I just saw it like, Parkour. Yep. So it only takes me about a minute to get my system to cool down. And after that, I'm going to pop over and just get something, treats or something like that. Feel the need for Doritos. I love Doritos. So my chin-up bar, I call that the sacrifice. I love my chin-up bar. So how do we get a chin-up bar in the office? I was kind of thinking about that, like, how do we get a chin-up bar in the office? We can't put it to the wall, no. So I'm going to get a standalone unit that folds up, and I can get my workout in. Because I get my workout in regardless. I get it in regardless. so humid today. Yeah, not much of a breeze. Oh, never mind. Change your mind. Here's the breeze. Ooh. Where do we go to get 200 acres? That's a lot of freaking land. I'll tell you one thing, I put the mining card on it. One of those freaking mining cards, or what do they call them, sleds or whatever, I'm definitely getting one put down on it. As a matter of fact, my sister's son is an engineer. I need to go make a phone call. I want one. I want one that starts from the home front and I can travel around the property. Not all 200 acres, it's too big of one. Oh my goodness, giant trains. I just thought about that. The trains are about $20,000 for one of those trains. I can really get a train system put out there. I had the God kids come up and we can just do a whole entire freaking like tunnels and all that stuff. Oh, it would be so cool. If I do one, I want to do one with a shipping container tunnel, but I want the sides cut out and I want to be able to put in big massive screens all the way from one end to the next, and I want to put my projectors out there in outer boxes so I can put in a whole entire village, mountain scene, whatever I want to do, something pretty cool. Or we can just vortex do outer space, like what was that train called, that magic train, Polar Express, yeah, something like that. Or we can do Polar Express while we're on the train. Wait a minute, can I get that train? Can I get a Polar Express rideable train? Would be absolutely sick. I like that train, by the way. I think I'm gonna get one. That'd be pretty cool. And I'm gonna name it Charlie after the train. I'm gonna miss that train. I mean, most people in that neighborhood hate that. I'm gonna miss that train. That's the first thing I heard when I first went to that place. When I first moved into it. Yep. Open up the garage door, see all those beautiful trees and deers and stuff like that in the meadow. It's a difference from being in an apartment. I mean, you open your door, you see people and just people and just, yeah. Not used to that. I'm used to when I open up a door, there's nobody in front of my door at all. I open up a door and there's basically just my driveway and the front lawn, and that's it. Boy, that's a transition I wasn't used to. That's a pretty historical house over there. You know, all the houses in Allentown, I noticed, has this kind of a Victorian kind of style to them. They all have those cone roofs like this. Like there's a lot of houses down here. Usually in Philadelphia, you'll see a few of them here and there, but majority, most of the houses down here have that kind of Victorian style to it. They're gorgeous. And the rooms are actually round. Like, you know, you go into a room and someone did some work in there, they modernized it, and it's a round outside area, but it's square inside. No, they're actually round. Even the ceilings, they don't cap off. So usually when you go in and they cap off the ceiling, but no, the ceilings are high arch ceilings. It's amazing how they kept everything with still in the architecture structure, but that's actually someone's house right there. Look at that. Tell me that it's not cool. Houses down here are big. If you get one of the Victorian Center, they're big. Most magical house I've ever seen. We're coming back from Home Depot and someone had a good piece of property and they had this gorgeous all white Victorian house, and in the center was like this little, like, I don't know what they call it, tower or whatever it is, but it had this huge glass window and it had the most beautiful chandelier I have ever seen. It was a bit of a warm winter and it was a light snowfall. It looked so enchanted. It was gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. Maybe I should get the tiny house made like a Victorian house, like a little tiny Victorian house. That'd be cool. Of course, if that's the case, I can't build it myself. I need to bring somebody in to help me with that one. But that would be nice, like a little tiny Victorian house. But it'd be like a tiny home, about 1,000 square feet. That would be pretty cool. And I figure I'm gonna get 3 of these houses on the property. Because they're like 1,000 square feet, they're small. I do want a Hobbit house. I definitely want with a circle door that opens up. and the one that basically at the hilltop is actually resting on top of the house. I definitely want something like that. I like the little hobbit houses, the little cobble firestone, the cobble fireplace. That would be fantastic to spend Christmas in. Of course, I'm gonna dress top up like an elf. He's got his kid out. That's cool. You don't see a lot of that lately. You don't see a lot of father and son. You don't. You see a lot of women with their kids, but you don't see a lot of fathers with their kids. You do, but I'm just saying it's not often that you see more women with kids with their sons than you see fathers. That kind of reminds me when my brother brought me up to Philadelphia for the first time, and we walked around. I couldn't believe how beautiful Philadelphia was. Yeah, Philadelphia's beautiful. It is. Like any city, if you can get past all the other craziness that goes on a daily basis, it's a beautiful place. It is. All cities are beautiful. The 103. Where does the 103 come from? I don't know. I might do a bus. I haven't done a bus in... I think about that one for a minute. I think 7 years I have been on a bus. Yeah, I do all lifts. When lifts came out, I started doing lifts. I don't do buses at all. I miss the subway though. I do miss the subway. Subway, I do miss. I do miss the subway. I used to always get in the back seats, way in the back, so you can see basically as the train's going up, you can see where it's going at. I do miss the subway. New York City, your subway system is freaking bananas. It's insane. I got on the wrong train and ended up at Coney Island. How the freak you end up at a beach on a train? That blew my mind. It's amazing. I liked it. I'll tell you, don't get me wrong, I had a ball. But it's crazy. But man, I don't know how in the world. I guess you memorize it. I guess you would. Gee whiz, your transit system is nuts. You go down in the freaking subway, it's like being at the airport. Like it's so many different terminals to go from here to there. It's freaking insane that you actually learn that after a while. People go there and they learn that. Yeah, it's interesting. But I do love your subway system. Because there's always something going on. It's like entertainment and a ride at the same time. Freaking love it. As a matter of fact, I got a trip coming up. This Christmas, I'm going over to the Rockefeller. I'm going over to watch the tree lighting in New York City with some family. So man, yep. I had to go see the Statue of Liberty too. Things I have not seen in New York City, though I have been in New York City many times. I have not gone to the Statue of Liberty. I have not gone to the Empire State Building. What's another thing I'm missing? I haven't been to Staten Island either. I haven't been over there. Most of the places we haven't been at. We haven't done the ferry ride. I haven't done that one. And the Brooklyn Bridge. I haven't been on that either. Which I'm going to do all that when I get down there. Definitely went to the Statue of Liberty. Getting your car towed. So if the video stream is kind of choppy and everything, I do apologize. We are tethering off the other phone right now. I might upgrade to a Verizon. Still working on it. I might upgrade to a Verizon. Look at that bird over there. Hey, bird is the word. Bird is the word. Bird is the word. So, will I be back down this way? Other end, most likely. Because there's a cheesesteak place I like over there. And there's some other places I like to go to. So I'll be over there back and forth. As for going back to the neighborhood, no. Don't get me wrong. Like I said, the people are absolutely fantastic and all that. But they're fantastic. Don't get me wrong. It's just that I kind of view things different in life. I just do. Some people don't go get it. I don't know. My sister says it's weird. Some of my family members say it's weird, but I just feel that it's past. It's in the past. There's a store down there. I'm gonna go get something to eat. Because instead of me going all the way down here, I can come over here and get something. I forgot there's a store up there. I may be wrong. They were good people in the day, but that's usually how I am. Nice heart. Art Museum. Some other favorite places to be at. That's a beautiful historical church over there. That's the art community over there. That's that crazy historical house. That'd make a great haunted house for Halloween. And it's empty. No one's in it. Really? Ooh, ooh, ooh. I'll have to look into that property. I can turn that into something real nice. CMB Transportation. Oh, that's interesting. Law office, law office, law office. What are the odds of having 3 law offices in the same place? How does that even work? Competition's got to be brutal. It's crazy. I've never seen it before. 3 law offices all in the same spot. Law office. What the frick? Well, I guess you got your pick. Like, which one? You can literally sit up there and go, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Easily. Now, question, am I tired? No. Not at all. Period. For me, this walk is like the equivalent of walking to your driveway. That's what that is. Let's see how much we got in our distance. Let's see what we got. Meters always come on. Alright, where are you? So we're only at 3,698 steps. That's where we're at right now. Which I think a couple more steps should bring me in. Boom, there we go. That's where we're at. I got a chance to cool down for a little bit. That was good. Gotta give me a fish tank too for the office. Now for that, basically for testing something. So I'm building myself a test utility table in there for testing some of the prototypes I'm going to be working on pretty soon. Oh, I want a soda today. Like, hey, law office.
Yeah, just do like you said. Yeah.
No, not supposed to be eating junk food. Well, I ain't junk food anyway. I gotta figure out which one we want. Perfect. Hey, Chief. Ah, no problem.
I got a long way home.
No, the phone was off, right?
Yeah.
Anthony, you ready?
Sorry.
I'm like, I gotta come down here.
That's what I said.
Oh, you too?
20 minutes I'm calling you.
I was forever, and I'm like, oh my
It's time to get
God.
this, and then be like, put this phone on.
Keep it off until I get my order.
Keep it up.
Yeah, that's fine. That's good.
Oh, yeah, that's what it is. How's your room? White cheese or yellow? You just checking out?
Yep.
229. Cool.
Good. Small bag.
Yeah.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you.
4 grilled cheese with bacon. All of them, you must have made them so good yesterday, everybody. Yeah, everybody was like, everybody's like,
So, I heard the food here. I just saw a law enforcement officer in there buying food. And I seen the female bragging about how the grilled cheese, oh man, I can't have cheese anymore for a while. The grilled cheese and bacon sandwiches is fantastic. So, since I'm going to be in the area down here now, because now I'm no longer down there, I'm up here now. That's where I'm going to get my food. Yep. Ah, gold shield. That is detective's unit. Yeah, they have gold shields. That's detective. I like how when I walk around down here, And people see that this guy was just this on. He's nothing important. They don't know what I engineer, what I design. I can keep things low profile. It's not about show at the end of the day. They have no idea who's walking around and the technology that I'm going to be embedding, the people that are investing, that want to push this up to Allentown. I know pretty soon who did it. Yeah, I remember that guy. That's the guy who walks around talking into his phone. Yeah, I'm the guy who engineered the ad tech for this place and all the other technology I'm embedding for this place. And I've been pushing a lot of my money from my company back into Allentown. And then that's when it's going to suck. Because then people want to know who I am. I don't want that. I like to stay under the radar. That's why, when I had these contracts way back, I'm like, you got to go to one of these, the showing, you got to go to the parties. People got to know who you are. I was like, no. I like to stay under the radar. That's what I like to be. I'm into all that flash and show at the end of the day. Don't want it. That's why we get that nice 200 acres. If you pop up on 2 acres, I'll just leave it at that. Actually, my home front that I'm going to be hooking up out there at 200 acres. My military family is going to have something to do with fortifying that area. Make sure it's secure and well safe. I'm a big fan of drones. I like them. They're small, fast, quiet. And on top of that, they can track you 10 times faster than you can see it. That's why I love drones. So that's what I'm going to be investing in, some interesting, and they're going to be armed too. Not lethal, of course. So, because people are weird, as you've seen already. But I don't really have to express that too much on why I have to have these particular oh, somebody just got booted. Gee whiz. They got the boot and they got the window. Well, it depends on who you know. I'll tell you why. I don't know why they put the vinegar chips. That's what I wanted to. I don't know why they put the thing on the windshield. That's kind of stupid. You just pop that thing out and just put it on the window in, right? Like, I don't know why. If you have Spanish brothers and sisters, and these guys work on cars, guess what you can do? Just drive around there, pop it out, put a whole brand new one in. Now the boot, on the other hand, that's a different story. But then again, most of the people I know, at the end of the day, they got their own tow trucks and equipment and stuff. They just load that thing right onto a truck and just remove it. And it's interesting because I remember on Germantown Avenue, there was this woman who opened up her car door and left it open, and a bus came by and bent her door all the way back to the driver, to the back seat. And she didn't seem worried about it at all. Because you know why? Because her husband was Dominican, and he worked on cars. So they came over there, he came over to Buddy, and they pushed the door back as far as they could, bungeed it in, and then they came in with their own flatbed, put it up on top of that bed, and took it off. Took it back to the shop. Yep. Especially you got friends that work on cars. Yeah, prayers for this. Thank you, Lord, for this wonderful blessed meal. May nourish and strengthen us. I pray for those who do not have enough to eat, that you may bless them and you bless us. Thank you, Lord, for all things in Jesus' name. Amen. So, yeah. Yeah. We gotta take his pictures and everything. Come through it. You work for parking authority, right? Are you hated or loved? Because some people, right there, somebody works for parking authority because you shouldn't do it. Maybe they can give them advice on how to get through the difficult or getting their car back or whatever. Or you could hate it because you could have got your car just snatched and you blame them for it. Because they have nothing to do with it, unless they were the person who took it. Somebody owed a lot of tickets. But when they come back, they're going to be shocked. They got the food and they got the freaking window. I don't want to show it to you right now, working on it right now. It would be a funny joke, right? To put the boot on people who work for the parking authority. It wouldn't be a real boot. It's like a prank. I think it'd be hilarious. If I knew somebody like my neighbor worked for the parking authority, I would just do it to their car, put a big boot on it, and come out like, what the freak? Really? Really? What happened? Put a boot on my car. They put a boot on my car. Don't you work for parking authority? And just take it off. Okay, it don't work that way. Also extremely dangerous, y'all. This repo man, repo ain't a dangerous job. You get killed being repo man. Unless that would be crazy. Now they'd be the ones in the wrong because again, we owe tickets at the end of the day. You won't kill somebody taking their car. I remember I saw something involving the repos, right? So it was this little Asian woman. Must have been like, I'd say 4'11", 4'10". And she was trained, and she was trained in the arts. And the guy was coming out, he was a real big guy, right? She threw him around like he was nothing. Size ain't got nothing to do with it. And it's all about technique and skill. That's what it's all about. Got nothing to do with power. You ever seen what do you call it? Dead or Alive? Where what's the guy? Bass, and I forgot the other girl. She was a little tiny Chinese chick that's on there, and he picks up this huge rock and throws it to show him he has power, and she basically hits it and cracks it. And it is telling you at the end of the day, power isn't being strong isn't everything. It's all about technique. You can have a guy who's a bodybuilder. You strike him in the right area, and that's the end of it. You can either kill him, or you can basically cripple him. Has nothing to do with power at all, period. I've seen guys come into a ring that were huge, and guys that were way smaller than them take them out easily. It's all about skill and technique. That's what it's about. Ain't about size. And size is just there for intimidation at the end of the day. You can still be brought down with no problem. Besides, bodybuilders, you got all those veins exposed. Really? Really? You have a map of all your arteries out in the open. Yeah. I was talking to a guy, he was talking about, he basically, when he hits them to crush their arteries. You imagine what happens when your arteries get crushed, blood clogs, all kinds of stuff trigger off. Yeah. Use it against you, your body against you. That's what I liked about the whole Dead or Alive, where Base picks up the rock and throws and shows he has power, but she hits and cracks in the head because, woo. Because, yeah, because at the end of the day, if she hits you with that, she'll crack you. Well, yeah, I saw that. And a woman came out there and she was in the dojo and she had a car out there, and the big guy came out there and said, man, he came back, he had to call the police. Tell the police to get her away from him. And she threw him around. Use your body weight against you. Like I told you, all these objects in your environment, this is all weapons right here. If you know how to use it, you know how to redirect someone's energy into any one of these objects. Parking meters, all that stuff. I hate to bring it up in this topic, but yeah, it's true. You know how to use your surroundings for your benefits. Nice little low shuffle kick. Boom. That's it. That's all it takes. You ain't got to kick anybody high or kick them in the head. No, nice little shuffle kick. Low shuffle kick. Right to the bread basket. And push you right across the street. There's a hop to it too. The hop. And they hop to it and they come over. Bam! Bring it down low and just kick you right in your freaking bread basket. Push you right across the street and the walls, windows, parking meter, and direct it anywhere you want it to go. And the first time I saw the window for the parking meter, I was like, really? I mean, how does this work? Because if you know people, you're going to pop out the windshield and put another one in. Usually they just put the window in. But this guy must have some real serious tickets because they put the boot and the window in at the same time. Like, make sure you're not going to walk away with this sucker. Wait a minute. I'm about to get out of the way. And he tagged it. He put the boot on it. And he put the meter. And he tagged it. That person must have owed some real serious tickets. They put that much on your car, you're going to jail. You got a warrant for your arrest. For you to appear in court, yep. That's what happened to my ex. I had a document that came to me saying she had a warrant for her arrest. She didn't appear in traffic court. Yep, that's on the verge of basically getting that warrant. Nice some juice for a minute. The chips was a bad idea to start with first. Man, my hands are greasy and I can't get the top of the juice off. Really? Bad time to eat chips. Oh, freaking Georgia toast. I gotta go down this route with this. Yeah, my hands are greasy because I got chips. And the container's wet, you do the math. And this juice is disgusting. Oh, that's gross. That is gross. Definitely gross. I'm not even finishing that. That's nasty. That tastes like freaking, don't ask me. It's funny when people say it tastes like, and you gotta ask that question like, so did you ever taste that? Because how would you know what it tastes like? And just imagine if basically it's dirty freaking fish water at the bottom of your aquarium would taste like, that's what it tastes like. That is gross. Anyways, I gotta eat these to get that taste out of my mouth. That's nasty. I gotta go myself something like that. That's disgusting. Of course, that is your car. You're not going to tell me it's your car. You have to do all that to it? That means you owe some serious money. I just messed it up, man. It messed it up. Now this tastes like olives because of this. That was gross. Maybe the juice is disgusting. Oh, it's about to rain. I'm taking this with me. I'm heading back. I'm going to my bench. That was gross. I already need a peppermint patty to get that taste out of my mouth. That was disgusting. Now we just walk back, which is not, we've done it before. The worst. City Hall area. Yes. We'll get Brown to for you. All the lawyers way over there. We've had a real serious case. A bunch of lawyers on that section. You know what I can't stand? I can't stand lawyers. I have lawyers, and I like my lawyers. Don't get me wrong. They're lawyers. I just don't like them. Not a big fan of lawyers. Not. If you're the nicest person in the world, you're a lawyer. I still don't like you. They're professional liars, that's why. Can you tell the truth? I wonder if there are Christian lawyers. There are Christian lawyers. Don't get rid of mine. Get Christian lawyers instead. Because they can't lie. That's what they said, that a lawyer is considered to be a professional liar. And I know there's probably if a lawyer pops on watching and says, well, not me. Well, I'd like to see you prove that one. That would be pretty cool.
At 8:30.
Other than that, not a big fan of them. Or doctors, or politicians. Not a big fan of them. They're liars. Not saying all of them. I'm saying most of them. The ones I've been around so far. Especially the doctors that tell me at the end of the day that, ooh, you're never going to walk again. Or you're never going to see correctly again. Is this a restaurant? Oh, never mind, it's not. Yeah, heard it all. You're never going to walk again. You'll be walking with a cane for the rest of your life. You know, that's my final opinion. Gee whiz. Ain't no hope in there. You lose your vision, you're never going to get it back. And disease you have, majority of most people get it, go blind. That's interesting. Your lungs are messed up. The chances of you basically surviving the next 5 years is not going to happen. Yeah. Right. God has conquered all of it. All right, let me see. This is a dead end when you go up on this section. You have to come over here and over here on the side. You're all there. You can't have an argument back there. You're a freak, really? Oh, there's screaming. Should I have chose the, now why the drink tastes bad? Because the chips I had were vinegar, salt and vinegar. Not a good choice. Now I just want to prep the patty, that's it. And I'm pretty much finished down here. I was going to go to City Hall, but I can take care of that tomorrow. I won't be doing a little daily walk and talk. I just want to get that in there. Today, just a little walk in, get something, sit at the park. You know, the relief that that chapter is done. So that's fantastic relief to have. Got it all done before August the 1st. I still got to be out August the 1st because if I leave sooner, I get charged with the extra days. So. Seems like I'm pretty much going back to school. Gee whiz. Sooner or later, we're going to have no summer vacation. Oh, trash can. Good, I can throw away this stuff. Not throwing the salt and vinegar ever again. Especially with strawberry. Ugh. Just too far. Too far with it. I need some sugar. I need your pepper patty. That's what I need. Wash out the soda. No. Forget the soda. We're not having that. Because that's still trigger problems. Right now I need a trigger. No problems off because I got a lot to do. A lot on my plate. So. Alright. So. Beautiful city. Not city, but look at this. Look how beautiful that looks. Never get used to that. Never get used to that whole mountain scenery in the background. Never get used to it. So we're going to make it all the way up there, right up there. That's where we're heading. I'll tell you, it's a nightmare. Coming up this hill, and then coming up and hitting the turn all the way up there. God. That's a freaking hill to travel up. I don't think it's worse than in San Francisco, but it's definitely a hill to go up. Bad enough when you're barely making it up this hill. Then you got to turn, you got to hit the other hill, which is steeper than that hill. Yeah, That's enough workout for you. Oh man, we're getting a cool breeze pushing through. Thank you, Jesus. Yes, sirree. Look at that. Tell me that's not beautiful. Walking back, I used to see this all the time. Can't see this in the lift. Oh, we just cut the grass. That should be good. Bad allergies. Up to getting the kids ready for school. They're washing the buses down. Pause there for a minute. See, getting the buses all washed down, getting them clean. Back to school. Oh, I'm so glad I ain't got to go through that no more. I used to hate that. It's one of the things I hated about my birthday being on the 29th was the fact that when my birthday came up, it was great, but I had to go back to school. I was going to be back in school. Couldn't have a summer birthday. You know, get to be out on summer vacation and have my birthday. No. My birthday was in September. So, you know, that means I was going back to school. Birthday was coming, but I still had to go back to school. Is it roundabout? It's a Huey. Whatever works. Ah, who is contacting you? We just walked up through this section already when we went down there. And now we're heading back. This part right here, that part freaks me out. You know why? If a car is moving too fast and they lose control, they can jump right up on here and bam, that's it. I'm enjoying this part because, as I said before, that when I get ready to move to the new area where I'm working at, I won't be down this way, well, not on this side. I'll be more up on this side where the bridge is at, which we're going to cross the bridge. Because now I prayed on it and I can cross it. So, bridge would make it much, much easier for me to be able to get from A to B. So, that's the bridge. Much, much easier to go from here to here. Much easier. Oh, we got ducks. Oh, they're for fish. Looking for fish. That's what they're doing. Cool. Wow. And the good life. But yeah, people get mad at me because I have people got mad at me because I don't have kids, and I don't. I'm not married. They're like, you're not responsible. All right, whatever. I find it funny. You seem to be a bit jealous because I can't do whatever I want. Well, technically I can. Yeah. But I mean, pretty much, if that's what you chose, and that's what you chose. I've never sat there and said in my life and said, oh, you know, I wish I had a family and a wife. No. I've never said that. It's just not for me. Got people that are married in my family, they like it. That's the life they like. That's what they chose. And on the other hand, I chose never to get married, and I chose not to have kids. Doesn't mean that I'm not an adult and not grown. That's the path I just chose, the path I like. And as for that, growing up alone, dying alone, I doubt anyone's coming with me, so I'll be doing that by myself. You don't want to have people, actually I don't want anybody there. When I die off this earth, it's time for me to go. I don't want people sitting around crying over me. Go out and do something, celebrate. I went home. You celebrate. Celebrate on my passing. I went home. I went to go see Jesus. I don't cry about that. I'm in a good place. I went home to see my Lord. It's a celebration. Christian went home. We're going to do the hill on this side. So we're going to head up over here on this side over here. Yeah, I had no need to cry. I went home. And I always get this thing from ladies all the time. So you never wanted kids? No. I just didn't have to. At one point, it's another time. Especially when I came up. At one point, some of my life was spent in lockup. So, yeah. And then the other part, basically when I got out, I was just too busy. I always made sure I kept myself always occupied with some kind of sports or activity to keep myself out of trouble. And then I get into something and I got to go all in with it. Like hockey and everything else I got myself into, I like. Oh, we're doing the hill. So, never really had any time. Do I regret not having them? Nope. This is my retirement years. Not really technically retired. Well, I eat some calories a day. I ain't eating a day. Only thing I had today was what I just ate. And that's it. That's the head measure, that's what it is. A bit more to go. We can cross over, hit the small hill, and everything's flat land. Lungs are good. Okay, one more hill to go. Yeah, humidity is up. Definitely by a lot. All right, that's it. We're on the flatlands right now. Ugh. So I'll get a chance to cool down at the bench. Go pick up something. Probably gonna work on the side a little bit more. Then we'll put links to all the show pages on what's new, so we can redirect customers to those particular pages. And right now I'm still working on the Spartan Legendaries, so that case is a little interesting. It's a big case too. It's all glass screen, and I wanted to case it like something like made out of stone, kind of a Greek mythology kind of design to it. Have a kind of I don't know, a shape of whatever that screen's gonna be named after. Spartans have this huge emblem on the front. It basically pushes out a little bit, and it's the helmet. So I wanted something different nobody else has. All right, I'll take the bench, see how much time we got, see how long we walked. And the humidity is boss out here. It is. It is super, call it, what's the word for it? Can't think of the name for it. Let's say air feels thick. You know, which is good because I have to learn to breathe in all this stuff. So I test my lungs. You know what I mean? See how well they're doing. Because an area like this time, I wouldn't be out here. I'd be inside. So really take that walk in this humidity, and still my lungs are breathing. Air is pushing back and forth quite nicely. That's what my nephew's doing. See, my nephew is was born with really bad lungs, and he started lifting weights, and his lungs have improved. And that's what you're gonna have to do. You're gonna have to lift weights, do chin-ups, push-ups, all that stuff to build your lungs up. Get off that freaking prednisone. I'm taking no medications that are going to accumulate weight. I still don't know how. I can't wait to have a talk with my doctor. I got to get in there and see him. I've been to the doctors, like I said, in 5 years. Probably going on 6 now. But gotta go in there and have a little talk with him about that whole prednisone thing, because that prednisone is dangerous, really dangerous. I mean, yeah, it basically clears up any kind of the swelling you may have and lung damage. It does clear it up, but for them to tell you that you have to continue taking it, that can be bad, because again, that stuff causes you to be able to, your appetite picks up at a rapid pace. I mean, at a rapid pace. That's the problem. And if you become heavy, that's going to make it difficult for you to be able to breathe. Very difficult. And if you become heavy, it makes it harder for you to exercise and work out too on top of that. It didn't take me off of it. I took myself off of it. So I had to wean myself off it. I had to break down the milligrams because they had me at 75 and I had to break it down. Got myself off of it. Made sure I was very careful about whatever they gave me. I didn't become dependent on it either. So, yeah. Let's see how many steps we got. Oh man, I thought about that. Yep. Couldn't walk to my driveway without not being able to breathe. Now I can go up and down downtown with no problem. That's not what they told me. They told me at the end of the day, they said that I was going to end up with one of those machines where I had to use that to depend on to breathe. Like a lot of stuff they told me. So that's not bad. I'm already sweating like a dog. We got 6,669 steps today. It ain't bad. You're supposed to have 10,000 steps a day, but that's what we have. I figure by the time we walk up to the store and come back, it'd be about close to about 8,000 steps. What's the battery like? Battery's good. Put a full charge if we left out. Alright. So,
How you doing, brother?
hey Chief, how you feeling?
Doing good, man. I wish I was in a t-shirt like you right now.
Ah,
I feel like a pork chop.
ah. Yeah. Well, I was there myself, so yeah. There's a baggy shirt on. Could say it's overweight, but you can lose that. You lose it. Yeah, you keep walking around here, you lose it in no time at all. Yep, he'll get there. I ain't got no problem with helping people out. You know what I mean? He'll walk every day. I'll come out here and walk every day. I'll come all the way down here. I'm loyal like that. I'll come all the way out here and we'll walk every single day. Yep. When you call me up 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning and say, hey, I need some emotional support, I got you. At the end of the day. I had to work hard to get that. I had to every day. I had to work hard. Whew. Every day I had to work hard to get it. Make no excuses. Ah, cold air. Thank you, Jesus. What I needed. Thank you. Yep. So yeah, I used to be. I was big. I was 280. 20 more pounds, I'd be 300 pounds. Then what, 340, 350, 360? No. So I figured, look, I'm going to work out. I'm going to avoid everything the doctors say, because they're saying don't do no extenuate exercises. Don't do this, don't do that. You know what I mean? Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, right. No, you're not doing that. So bit by bit, I just got to managing what I was eating. Now I eat crap. I do eat whatever I want now, but I do work out to balance it off. But when I first started off to try to lose the weight, no chips, no cakes, no cookies. I could have one piece of candy a day. That was it. A piece of candy with the light sugar. I had to work out bit by bit. It didn't start off by being exercise doing that. I take it slow. Get my lungs used to it. And then when I got out here, this is where I started walking more. I still want to go back to the shop and work out a little bit more because I crave it. Because I had the chips, that's why. Probably burnt it off on the way down here, but still want to work out. I'm bringing my rowing machine in the office. Oh heck yeah! I'm going to build a curved screen with an ocean view, so I can do that. Do my rowing machine. Whew. So we're gonna beat this app. This app is 24,000 steps. We got 21 as our highest. We're gonna beat the app, and then when we're done with it, we just gotta get another one. But I'm gonna go pick up a watch. I'm gonna go buy a watch so I can have it on my arm because we are gonna continue to do the daily walk and talk. Because I'm looking forward to doing it in the snow with the heavy pack. We'll do it light. We'll start off with 100 pounds to the back, and we'll do it out in the snow. Oh, this is gonna be fun, especially if we get heavy snow. Oh, it's gonna be beautiful. I already had my junk food I had my fried food for the first of the month. I went with a cheesesteak up the street. I got my cheesesteak and that's it. That's one of the rules I still stick by no matter what. My fried foods I'm only allowed to have once a month. Tell you one of the things I didn't like about being in a relationship is if the person doesn't work out as much as you do. I didn't like that at all, period. Because, I get the freaking excuses, especially for the doggy bag. Because I don't eat and eat and eat until I'm actually, I'm full. That's it. I eat till my hunger dies. So if my hunger is dead, I don't continue to eat. Because that's greed at the end of the day. So that's why I used to eat the big family bags of Doritos, and I broke it down to like the 2 small bags. Even though I want more, and I do want more, I can't have it. And I'm training myself to basically have a cutoff line, and that's it. That's how I had it before. And man, my ex used to get so freaking ticked off over that. She couldn't stand that. Why you gotta ask for a doggy bag? It doesn't make you look like a man at the end of the day. I'm a man at the end of the day because I know my limitations. That's the thing about it. I know my limitations. If I'm full, that's the end of it. Why am I stuffing my face for the sake of just stuffing my face because I want it? I'm done. I'm not hungry anymore. That's the end of it. That's self-control. She didn't have self-control. I just kept asking for my doggy bag. It ticked her off, but I kept asking for it. That's you at the end of the day. That's not like a personal problem. That sounds like that's you. Because if I'm not bothered at the end of the day, then what the frick are you bothered for? So, yep. That's one of the arguments that I was there to get into. Because I didn't have the same eating habit as her. Another problem? When I get done eating, I like to take a walk. Take a walk around the block, or take a walk around whatever establishment I'm at. I like to get out and walk. No, that was a problem too. Couldn't see herself walking right after we got done eating. Alright, yeah, go to sleep on it. Good luck with that heart attack and all. Yeah. Man, crazy, man. That's why I said if I'm basically gonna be dating somebody, which rarely no, but anyway, we're definitely going to be workaholics, but it does help. But anyway, they're going to have to be to work out. And it's better if they work out better than me. If they work out better than me, that motivates me to work even harder. That's what I like. I'd rather have somebody, that's why I prefer women I like smart women. I prefer women that are smarter than me, because I can always learn something. I like women with high IQs. Some men don't like that today because they feel that they're supposed to be the smartest one. Please get the freak off your horse at the end of the day, your high horse. I prefer women that are smarter than me. because I can always learn something. I'm always open to learn something new. And definitely, they have to work out. I ain't saying being fit at the end of the day, super fit, but work out. I know women that are thick at the end of the day, but they work out. They're on their little treadmill every single day. They do little weights every day at the end of the day. That's what I'm talking about. But not where, bottom line, I'm looking at a future of my 600-pound life coming again. No, can't do that. So I gotta argue with you, gotta stress out. Well, come on, we're in the house. You could run the stairs. The stairs is a great way to burn weight. Easy way to burn weight is the stairs. Don't want to do it. Don't want to do it. Don't want to do it. And then this is the one thing I hate the most when they say, well, you should love me more no matter what I look like. And this is the reason why I'm single. Yep. It's bad enough when you got to climb an uphill battle, but when you got somebody sitting on your back when you're doing it, it's even harder. Yeah, and I'm done. And then you work out and you look good, and then they're jealous because the women are going to pay attention to you. They're going to stare at you. They're going to give you favoritism. It's going to happen. One thing I liked about her at the end of the day, that stuff didn't bother her. She wasn't bothered by that kind of stuff. But I dated women that were like that. Yes, they were. And they snapped. So I was like, sheesh. Like, really? Where did all this come from? In the restaurant, me smiled and grinning at you, and the minute you close the door, they turn into the exorcist. Like, what the freak did this come from? Like, really? No, I seen the way you looked at her. She's a waitress. She asked me what I wanted. I told her what I wanted. That's the end of the conversation. See? And that's the crap I'm talking about. Reason why I'm single. I ain't time for the madness. I'm good. I don't need that freaking madness at the end of the day. The trade-off isn't good enough. It isn't a fair trade-off. It isn't. You look at it all. For me, my point of view, when I see women at the end of the day, I look at the trade-off of all this at the end of the day. Is it worth the craziness? I'm not saying women are crazy, because men are crazy too. Oh yeah, men are crazy. Definitely crazy. And women can say the same thing too. Women that don't want to be bothered by a man can think at the end of the day, is it worth the trade-off? Is it worth the craziness? It's not. Nope. Especially when it gets to the point where you get to the 5-year spread. Everybody knows in a relationship, when you get to the 5-year spread, this is where all the arguments and all the nightmares come to life. You pass that 5 years, then you guys are going to be married forever. If you don't, well, it's going to tell the test of time right in between that 5-year area, right in there. That's when it's going to tell. Every relationship that I've been in, every relationship I've seen that hit the 5-year mark, it is the area of reckoning, the Armageddon of all Armageddons. Now, some people said in the day that, well, I never really had any problems in the 5-year period. Well, and you're good, you're lucky. But some people have not. Come home to it. How do you basically come home to a stressful environment? You come from work, that's a stressful environment. To come home to a stressful environment, oh heck no. Well, yeah, this all has something to do with the next chapter, because in the next chapter, which I am going to have a different lifestyle and different financial lifestyle, I know there are going to be women to try to get on board. Just to let you know that we're not boarding nobody. Get serious, we're not boarding anybody. I'm not hooking up with that madness. Oh heck no. Me, cat, and God. That's it. I'm done. I am not hooking up with that madness. I did the 5-year period. I did it already. We will never ever do that again. Not ever. No, it's not worth the trade-off. It isn't worth the trade-off. No. And some people are probably thinking about this now, watching the video, like, you know what, he's right. But man, if it works for you, it works for you. But nah, man, once I got out, man, it got to a point where if you're in a relationship and you're longing to be single again, this is when you're basically going to be separating from that person. When you knew that you were happier when you were single. Yeah, I was much happier when I was single. I'm single now and I'm freaking happy. Yep. Yeah, I understand there are going to be good parts to it all. There is going to be good parts to it all. There isn't. But it's once you go through a 5-year period, it's not enough. Mm-mm. I couldn't care less. What, spending your life alone and hugging together and watching Netflix together? No, it's not enough. It's not enough. Mm-mm. When you go through the craziness and the madness of it all, I mean true craziness and madness of it all, it's not worth the trade-off. I'd rather be watching Netflix alone by myself than have somebody next to me. At the end of the day, that pretty much we're going to have an argument somewhere in the day. There's going to be an argument about something, or she's going to have some kind of emotional, whatever, read something, talk to a friend, or whatever's going to kick off something. No, I'm good. No. That's the equivalent of smoking a cigar in a dynamite factory. It might not happen then, but it's going to happen sooner or later, and it's going to be pretty bad when it does happen. And then on top of that, the insecurity process. Really? Who has time for that crap at the end of the day? I mean, if you're literally going through your wife's phone or waiting for her to walk out of the room so you can go through her phone, vice versa, male or female, if you're both doing that, you got to put spyware apps on their phone. You got to be able to GPS their phones to figure out what, it ain't worth it. Nope, you already told yourself already. The minute you got to do that, you told that at the end of the day. If her phone is locked, that's a bad sign. If his phone is locked, it's a bad sign. What the freak would you have on your phone? My phone was never locked around my ex. Never. What I got to lock it for? I ain't got nothing on it. Only thing I have on my phone is pictures of projection screens and projectors and customer demonstrations, and that's pretty much it. Messages back and forth for people I work with, that's all. But if they gotta lock their phone around you, that's not a good sign. My personal favorite is when they dim the screen. When they bring down the dim on the phone just enough so they can see it, you can't see it from a distance, there's another problem right there. If you're going through those kind of insecurities like that, then yeah. You're about to hit the nightmare stage if you stay within it. Because there's no reason for you to dim your phone down, whether it's kill your battery 24/7, that's pretty much it. But to have your phone locked, your phone should never be locked around your spouse. Ever. Now, if you work for the government and you do things at the end of the day that no one else should ever know about, and there's a reason why your phone should be locked, then there you go. Your job and profession basically requires you to have your phone locked because you have sensitive information and data on your phone, if that's the case. And you wouldn't be carrying one of these anyway. You'd be carrying some special phone. Other than that, no. You ever seen the TikToks where the guy's reaching for something and the girl grabs her phone real quick? Yeah, and you got to go through those insecurities. Come back from the car, you go to pick something up, and she's talking on the phone. That kind of stuff. You hear a guy on the phone that says something, says, hello, how you doing? Or even worse, she has a work husband. See? That bull crap at the end of the day. Or, not saying just she, he too got a work wife and all that stuff. It's both sides of the coin. And I'm trying to take one-sided. It's both sides. See, that doesn't basically work for me at the end of the day. I come home, I don't have any of those problems, nothing at all. I have a few lady friends I talk to. That's basically about it. There's rules and regulations in place, which means at the end of the day, no emotions and nothing get involved at all, period. I can go where I want, do what I want. No one tells me what to do at the end of the day. If I want to go out and wine and dine with a beautiful lady, I got that option to go do that. But that's the end of it. That's it. I want to be tied down to all that emotional nonsense. People get jealous, they want to snap and angry and get upset and all that other nonsense. Yeah, I ain't got time for that crap. Life is too short to be stressed out on that nonsense. I tell people at the end of the day, if your relationship is like this and it's super toxic, break it off and be done with it. You know why? Because you can't fix it. If you haven't fixed it so far, you can't fix it. Break it off and be done with it. be miserable for a couple of years and get over that person to be miserable for the rest of your life. Which one you rather have it? Life is short. You only get one of them. Do you want to spend the rest of your life being miserable? Yeah, go ahead. I see plenty of people doing that right now. And the minute I saw somebody arguing on the porch about something stupid, and they're gonna bring me, hey, Ken, you understand what I'm talking about? I don't know what you're talking about, man. I haven't been in that situation in years, man. I don't bother with that, man. It's just me, God, and the cat. That's it. I'm not with all that crazy nonsense at the end of the day. I'm my peace of mind. Oh, this is my personal favorite. And I can never understand this one as long as I live. Even when I was in a relationship. When a guy turns on his gaming system and the girl tells him he can't play it anymore. What the freak is that? I had never ever had that situation. Never had that problem. Not ever. In any relationship I've been in, I made that money at the end of the day. Now she brings some money to the table, understand that. But everything else I pay for. I pay for rent, I pay for bills, I pay for food, I pay for her car insurance, I pay for all of that. I will play my game system anytime I want to. Doesn't make a difference. I will buy whatever I want at the end of the day. As long as the bills are paid, rent's paid, and everything's taken care of, and there's low money in the bank for whatever we need, I will buy what I want. A female will never come to me and ever tell me at the end of the day that I can't buy this and can't buy that, or I got to turn my gaming system off. No. Now, if you're one of those idiots at the end of the day that basically spend all your time on your game system, then yeah, she's just trying to get your attention, or she'll get it from you, she'll get it from somebody else. So my female went out to dinner just about 4 times out of a week, because I like to go out, I like to eat at nice restaurants, so she was always out. She wanted to go to flower shows and all that stuff, no problem, I got no problem with paying for all that. I like the same thing too, I like gardening. So at the end of the day, I take her out constantly all the time. Matter of fact, we went out so much, she used to always say that, can't we just stay in and just watch TV for once? We're always going out, but I like to get out of the house, because mind you, I worked in the house all freaking day long. I worked from home. So when she got in, I wanted to get the freak out of the house. So she was always going out. Always going out to dinner, always going out to restaurants, because I worked in the house all day long. I couldn't stand to be in there, and I wanted to get out, and we would always go out and do something. Even we were just going down to Penn's Lane and just watch the boats go past and just enjoy some food. That's what we did. So there was no excuse for me at the end of the day to I'm too tired, I don't feel like going out tonight. No, because I work from home and I didn't want to be at home all day long in a place I've been in all day long, if you know what I mean. So yeah, when I jumped on my game system, yeah, she wasn't bothered by that, because we always did something. And a day that I stayed home and I gamed was a good day for her. The day she didn't really want to be outside. It was the other way around. She didn't want to go out. I was the one that wanted to go because I worked from home. She was working someplace else. She just wanted to go home. So yeah, it was interesting. But I see guys that work a hard day and they just want to go home and they just want to drop on the game system and play. And they do spend time with the ladies, but sometimes the ladies can be a bit possessive and they don't want them to touch the game system at all. And you got to sneak to turn your system on. No. It should never be that way. You worked hard, you earned the money, you go out and play. As long as you're not a jerk about it and you spend all your time in the game system, you give her no time at all, then she's really going to be upset about that. Alright, so I'm about almost dry, because Base had to sweat to get up the hill. I'm going to go back and get something to eat. I need to prep my patty or some kind of sugar, because the whole salt and vinegar and fruit juice was a bad idea. Hey, how you doing? She's cute. She's hearing me doing a live stream. Yes, when I talk, they move. Nice little smile from her too. She's cute. But anyway, business first. Always business. On top of that, in the situation I'm at right now, I can't be in a relationship, period. It's business at the end of the day. I got to concentrate. When I broke up with my ex, because I'm used to having her in the house. Well, not mostly. She was in the house a lot because she was a workaholic like me. But it affected my company. It did. Because when you separate from that person, you still go through the whole depression and all that stuff. And, But I stood by my decision. I'm the one that broke off the relationship, and I stood by my decision. But still, when that depression hits in, you really don't want to work, you don't want to do anything all day, but just sit in the same spot, and that's what I did. I sat in the same spot for about a month and prayed, and the Lord took the pain away, and bit by bit by bit, I was slowly being able to go back down to my workshop and work, and I spent the last 3 months changing out the entire house, repainting the walls, removing anything that reminded me of her, just changing everything all over again, adding something new to the whole environment, and realizing that that relationship affected my job big time. And it was very hard to get back into the saddle to continue to make screen paints again, because she was wrapped around my wall. She was involved in everything. She's involved in my company. She's involved in my business. She's involved in everything. So it was really hard to do that because everything reminded me of her. So I learned in the long run, the next time around, I don't involve anyone in that part of my life ever again, because again, it affects my business, and that's my livelihood at the end of the day. So, and right now, at the point where I'm at right now, the only thing that I'm focused on is God, the business. Oh, first, God, my cat, and my business, because Monkey Man. I take care of Monkey Man. But anyway, that's what he's looking now, is Monkey Man. But anyway, as I said before, no, I can't get involved in that. Business is first. Well, God's first in the business. It feels good to be free. It does. I like that part of Queen where the song goes, I want to be free. I don't ever have to go through that ever again. That's what I'm happy about, people. Never again. Freedom. And that's one thing near the end of our relationship, I just saw myself like a dog running without a leash. Freedom. It's also a wake-up call too, because a buddy of mine, it happened to him. He was basically on his way to he's getting married, and he saw a dog running without a leash. That was fate telling him it was not meant to be. And yeah, he got divorced about a year later. Yep. All right, well, I had great talk. I'm gonna grab something to eat, or something better than the freaking what I just did a few minutes ago. Because right a few minutes ago was actually disgusting. What the freak was I thinking? Onion, chips, and freaking strawberry drink. Oh, it makes me want to throw up. That's a bad combination of everything. Somebody's doing the walk around. First day in my office, I'm gonna watch The Office. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna order me some Chinese food. I'm gonna sit back and I'm gonna watch The Office in my office. I can't wait to get the cyberpunk hookup in my office. Oh man, I cannot wait to get that. Start working on that. So I told the owners were asking me like, how am I gonna decorate the office? I was like, cyberpunk. He was like, oh, that's gonna be sick. I said, and it's gonna be amazing. I can't wait to start working on it. Can't wait to start working on it. I'm even putting in a virtual window. And Taco has this wheel coming in. So we got one of them exercise wheels, ones he can run in. Because I told her cat people, he was asking me, am I going to get a wheel in there for him? I said, yeah, I got a wheel coming in for him. He's got a wheel coming in, and it's cyberpunk. I'm actually designed to look like part of the whole theme and everything. We got one coming in. That should keep him busy for a while. You know, and gotta keep walking around here. He'll lose it. He'll definitely lose it. I'm not laughing at that. He'll definitely lose it. It's a good walk. Between this hill over here, coming straight up, and coming down here back and forth, yeah, it's a good workout. You burn fast. Extremely fast. I have to burn my food off real fast. About 2 laps, and you can burn your food off in no time at all. She was cute. She was nice and small. I like wearing little glasses. Whew, right now, we got work to do. Got gear to buy. I got my metal business card to get. So for a minute. Nice little stretch in there. Cool down. Go pick up something to drink. Not that freaking, the chips. Ugh, that was the biggest mistake. All right, people. I'm gonna walk up to over here, and after that, I'm done. So when we get back to the daily walk and talks, I am going to avoid going into stores because of YouTuber Soloway 5, aka Daniel McAfee, because he stalked us in stores. So we're going to do the daily walk and talk, and we're going to stay away from the stores and just do it strictly for the hills and exercise. That's what we're going to do. We're going to stay away from going in stores because of this individual. And Mr. McAfee, as I said before, I'm going to be in touch with you real soon about this incident. And also too, the owners of the bar are also too going to be in touch with you because you took their identity. Used it to commit a crime. That's why FBI is involved now, because identity theft is considered to be an FBI issue. So, yeah, but when I make that known on camera about why we don't go in particular stores anymore, because this guy was stalking us on Google and figuring out places we're at and sending the weird postcards with his name and some other weird stuff attached to it. Yep, so when I get done from here, I still got to go back, contact that restaurant or bar and talk to them, let them know that their information is going to be with the FBI and so forth. And they already got all your information, Mr. McAfee. So that way they can begin their process of filing criminal charges for you for taking their identity. Can't get upset about it because you did it at the end of the day. So that's that. Now, if they sue you, they can take your house from you. Me, on the other hand, I'm not going to go near it. I'm just going to sue you, and you're just going to have to pay that money up somehow or some way. You're going to have to pay it up. Other than that, they can take your property from you. So you still have to worry about them. All right, gotta go, people.